Good morning, everybody. Today is April the 5th, 2017. I'm Tom Bracey with Remax Elite Homes QC, and I'm going to do another short video here for you on some things that I think are going to be helpful for you, okay? Our whole focus this year has been on prospecting, and we want to continue to do that. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just kind of reviewing the 7 steps for success in what you need to be doing daily, including your prospecting, okay? I was at a managing broker class a couple months ago, and the teacher was really good, and he gave us this article, which I want to talk a little bit about today. It's called 10 Reasons Why You Won't Make It in Real Estate. And I know that sounds kind of a negative way to approach maybe a topic, but I got to thinking about it, and these 10 reasons you won't make it in real estate get your attention, okay? You know, normally we're used to having things discussed in a more positive manner, what you need to do to be successful, rather than why things that you are going to make you not successful, okay? So we're going to talk about that, kind of make that maybe a little bit fun, and kind of wrap it up with just some statistics from what we've been doing lately at our company. Okay, so anyway, let's review the 7 steps you need to do to be successful daily. And again, you already kind of know these, but we'll just kind of hit them here real fast. Number 1 is generating your leads. Got to be good at doing that. 2 is asking questions and qualifying people, and we've talked a little bit about that in the past. By the way, if you need to go onto the internet and get any of the videos from the past, you certainly can do that. They're all on the internet now for you to look at anytime you want to. Okay. The third one was to make sure you're good at setting appointments. You have to be setting appointments constantly to be successful. Preparation and planning. Number 4. 5, taking action. You can't just sit around, you have to actually do these things, right? 6, following up and following through. And then number 7 is closings. Closings will happen if you are doing these 7 steps, okay? You have to be doing these 7 steps, or maybe not all of them at one time, but daily, okay? Whether you're generating leads, whether you're qualifying people, whether you're setting appointments. Those 7 things are a must that you need to be doing on a daily basis, okay, for success in the business. Okay, let's get a little bit to the 10 reasons you won't make it in real estate. Based on that article I saw in class, I thought it was interesting because it really discusses a lot of things that we've been talking about for this year. The gentleman who wrote this article, his name is Matt Coates, and he hasn't been in the real estate business for a long time, but he's been in it long enough to notice some things that he wanted to share with me and with us, so let's do that. Number 1 thing is lack of prospecting. So again, you have to be out there getting listings, having opens, sending out postcards, asking for referrals. You have to constantly be prospecting to be successful. And what he's noticed is the agents who don't make it don't do that, okay? Following up, you have to constantly be following up, and that doesn't just mean following up after a closing. It means following up on a daily basis. So you are constantly calling people back if you need to, and a lot of times we don't get business because maybe we just forgot to call somebody back, or didn't call somebody back, or didn't email somebody back to get a reply or a response, okay? So you have to be constantly following up. And again, these are some things we've talked about before in our 7 steps of success, okay? The third thing that he noted in his article was that we sometimes tend to make one bad experience our whole life, okay? You can't take one bad experience that you have in real estate personally. You can't make it affect other parts of your business or other parts of your day or other parts of your week or whatever. You keep moving. Okay, you don't let one problem bleed over into other aspects of your business. Okay, all that's going to do is bum you out. So don't let one bad thing ruin other things. Okay, number 4, you have to decide to be great. And I really like this part because what he's talking about here is not bragging about yourself or not going around and thinking you're great and telling people you're great. That's not what he means. What he means is that you have to decide in your mind that you are going to be a great realtor, okay? You're not necessarily talking about it, you're actually doing it. And I did a little research from the Board of Realtors. I looked at 2016 statistics, and 15% of the realtors in the board, which is approximately 95 to 100 agents, sold over half of the real estate. Think about that. Only the top 15%, or 15% of the entire agents that are a member of the board sold over half of the real estate. Okay, so what you have to do is decide that you want to get in that top elite group of agents. And you have to focus and envision success. Believe that you can do it. And the discipline, the stamina, all the determination that it takes to be good in this business or great in this business are achievable, but you have to decide that you're going to do it. You have to make a conscious effort to decide, make a decision about it. Okay? The next one is perceived competition. Okay? Now, there's a lot of agents in real estate, and I think sometimes people think that, well, there's just too many agents. The market might be not the best at certain times versus others. If you're a great agent, people are going to find you, okay? No matter what. If you you're constantly staying busy, you're out there doing these things that we're, thinking you need to be doing, people are going to find you. So the competition will really be non-existent if you have your systems in place and you're out there getting business. It won't be nearly as hard as you think. So don't fall for the fallacy that the business is too competitive. Okay. The next thing that he pointed out is that repeating the same mistakes. You can't repeat the same mistakes over and over. You have to learn from your mistakes. If you go out on an appointment and you don't get the listing, or a buyer decides to go with another agent, ask them why. Try to find out exactly what you did so the next time you don't do that. Okay? 7, sometimes we don't like discomfort, all right? We tend to, go away from things that aren't comfortable, okay? One thing that comes to mind to me is, putting signs out in sub-zero weather or flyers in a tube or doing things, calling people back. Sometimes getting the hard things done first is the best way to do it. So if you get up early, make your calls early, get the hard things done first, then that will make the rest of the day go easier for you. So you have to kind of embrace the discomfort and consider it just kind of part of what you have to do. All right. Number 8 is being a team player. All right. You're working with lenders, attorneys, other realtors, inspectors. You have to constantly be courteous to people, nice to people, and pull together, be a team player, and that will definitely keep you on the right track. Okay? Number 9, slow down. Okay? Sometimes we're a little bit too short-sighted, we're in a hurry, we're a little disorganized, and we're going 100 miles an hour, and we're not being thorough. So you have to be long-sighted in the business. You have to look at everything as, okay, if I'm thorough, if I have a system of keeping in touch with people, getting things done, and so on, you're going to benefit your business tremendously. Okay. number 10, making money versus keeping money. Okay, we all want to be successful. We all want to, have a good income and so on. One of the things he noticed is that agents tend to not invest in themselves, and they don't invest in their business. Okay, too many of them are out buying new cars, or they're spending money on new homes, or they're getting all the luxuries in life and not spending time investing in themselves and in their business. Okay, so you have to take a little bit of time every month and figure where you need to spend your money to keep your business going for the long run. Okay, I've seen a lot of realtors that were very, very successful who ended up going down the drain because they ended up not really investing in their future. They were a short success, and maybe they made some good money for a short time, but they have disappeared from the business because they went broke, and you don't want to be in that category. Okay, so one thing I did forget to mention about real quickly is when you're talking about competition in the business and our fear of there's just too many agents, and how am I going to ever be able to compete with all these experienced agents and so on. When people ask me, and you get asked this question all the time as a realtor, how's the market? How's business? What's the real estate doing? I never tell them that it's slow. Okay, I always try to focus on how I perceive the business and how I perceive the market, and I always tell them that I'm swamped. I'm busy all the time. I can't speak for our other agents, but I can speak for myself. And that's where you have to place in your mind that you're not the average agent. You are a busy agent. You're working constantly. You've always got things going on. And that tells people that you're maybe the person that they're going to want to do business with. Okay? So anyway, that pretty much wraps up what we're talking about today. We talked about the 7 steps to success. We kind of repeated that. And then we went through the 10 reasons that you won't make it in real estate. However, what we're going to do is learn from that and think about what we need to do to make it in real estate. Okay? One last thing is to our office in March. We did a little over or close to 8 million in sales. March of 2017, 2016, we were just under 3 million. So we're over doubled our sales from the same month last year, which is fantastic. So keep up the good work. We're doing well, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.